Hi, my name is Simone and I'm the Zen Mommy. I help people with spiritual awakening and guiding you through your ascension, as well as the healing of my body and soul. It gets so hard to just keep saying the same thing over. Um, it, you know, it feels kind of matrix, like to say the same things over. Um, I didn't really have a topic coming into this, and I brought my tarot cards. I got this nice gift of tarot cards that my boyfriend got me, and um, they kind of found me. They're Zen tarot cards, and these readings has been on spot on. It's not like fortune telling. It's more like guidance in your journey. It's amazing deck. And anyways, I had the deck here to to help me with a topic. So I was just gonna pull a card and kind of let the topic guide me. But then I thought for a second when I was just giving my whole little spiel. And the whole little spiel, so one thing that I've been learning in my journey here, in my ascension and awakening and being a YouTuber and trying to make a career out of, my business, a spiritually based business. And let's see. I know I have an idea. Well, I mean, I know what I'm trying to say here. Ever since I took ayahuasca, a lot's for me changed. And the way I view the world, the way I look at the world. And there are times where, like, some knowledge, there's a reason why we don't know things. That's one thing that I have learned. It makes it not so easy to live in this reality. Like when you do something like ayahuasca, you unveil the whole illusion of this reality. And so a part of my struggle sometimes of, trying to try is trying to have, I guess, the urge to still want to do things when you can see right through the matrix. And so, like, when I started my little introductory phase, okay, so every YouTuber has it, a introductory phase, a thing. And I used to always be like, I need a thing. Ralph Smart, he's infinite waters, he dives deep. And I was just thinking, like, Zen Mommy needs a thing, right? And so, I started saying this, like, you know, thank you for, I'm Simone, the Zen Mommy, blah, blah, blah. I help people with guidance and ascension. And it's like the same thing every time. And it sounds kind of matrix. And there's a reason why we do that. Number one, we want to let the viewer know who we are, who our channel is. Number two, we want to encourage, so that's another thing I learned, being a YouTuber, and you want to make, money out of being a YouTube, is to encourage the subscription by clicking the bell button and blah, blah, blah. And so sometimes I get annoyed with the whole matrix aspect of that. I really wish it wasn't that way. I really wish that, we could just be, and I guess that's the journey, the struggle of being, in this reality and awakening to the truth, and then trying to find yourself here in 3D it's just not easy. So I recently did ayahuasca last weekend for my birthday, and wasn't going to talk about it yet. It was a pretty intense experience, and why am I bringing this up? Okay, there was a point in ayahuasca, that's why I'm bringing this up. There was a point, okay, so this ayahuasca experience was quite different. Every time I've done it, it's been different, but this one was different in a real powerful way. I remember surges of pure energies like rushing through all of me. And I was completely outside of time and space. Like there was no time, there was no space, there was nothing, But then there was nothing, but there was everything. And it was like I was on the level of the molecules, and I saw everything broke down to the molecules of what it was. And in that moment where I'm just flowing with these energy of molecules, and I saw that everything was really nothing. It was really an illusion. And I'm going like this because this is how the energy felt. I felt like I was waving, and I thought things like, and this is how I realized I was outside of time and space. I felt like I was gone for years. And I was thinking, oh no, I'm going to never get home to my son. And my logic mind had to tell my conscious mind, or my subconscious, I'm not sure. When you're on ayahuasca, all the minds are present like different people talking with you. Your subconscious, your ego. And so the logic mind was like, your son's going to be okay. He's with your daughter, and even if something happened to you, he'll always, it'll be fine. But it takes you to a place where you almost feel like, am I going to get back? And so anyways, in that place, someone spoke to me, the spirit, the Aya, or my spirit. You have to understand, it's all really synonymous. But when you break it through here, we break down into levels. We have spirit guides, we have higher selves, we have energy beings, we have all of these different things, right? But again, it's still all one. So like when I'm saying one thing is talking, it could just be me. It could just be God, me as source. And so one of the things it was so powerful when I saw everything break down into like just molecule, and I was a molecule. I felt like I was just a molecule for years. And when it broke all down, I was just something she told me. And then when I say she, I'm going to speak to the spirit being of the plant. And she said, you guys have these questions, and you have these questions, you come here and you want answers. And then she said, but now you know why you don't need these answers, while there's a reason why you don't know this stuff. I remember her, that being communicated to me. And I was like, in the waves. And I was just like, yeah, okay, I get it. And so, I don't know how I ended up talking about that. It was actually a powerful, sweet experience every time I take ayahuasca. It's life-changing. Anyways, let's see, we're 7 minutes in. I was going to have a topic, but I didn't really get a topic, did I? Let's see. I have 7 minutes in. I don't want to go too long, but let's see if I can pull us a topic out of here. And, I'm trying to... Okay. So either I'll pull a topic. Okay, so there's the first card. And it's the mind. I was just going to pull a topic, but... Okay, so I'm going to pull a topic, right? Because the first card just kind of stood out there. And the mind might be a good subject. But let's see what this card will be. Beyond illusion. Do you see just what happened here? Beyond illusion. After I just talked about this deck, is like so amazing. Like I'm new to it, I'm learning it, but this is like gonna be what I change my readings to be. It's gonna be Zen readings. It's about helping you on your path with ascension and awakening. And so beyond illusion, it's just so okay. So I'm gonna obviously means to keep talking about this beyond illusion subject. All right. So this reality here is the illusion, but it is still our reality that we're living in right now. And what do I say about the illusion? Let's read the book. I don't think I'm going to upload this video. Okay, illusion. These tarot people, they know their cards and they know them by heart. Sometimes I feel like I'm never going to get there. So it's 2 X's beyond illusion, page 42. Maybe we can get something out of this. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all the card. Okay, isn't that a beautiful card? Beyond illusion. Okay, it's a major arcana, if you know what that means. Okay, the butterfly in this card represents the outer, that which is constantly moving, and that which is not real but an illusion. Beyond the butterfly is the face of consciousness, looking inward to that which is eternal. The space between the two eyes has opened, revealing the lotus of spiritual unfoldment and the rising sun of awareness. Through the rising of the inner sun, meditation is born. The card reminds us not to look outside for what is real, but look within. When we focus on externals, we too often get caught up in judgments. This is good, this is bad, I want this, I don't want that. These judgments keep us trapped in our illusions, our sleepiness, our old habits and patterns. Drop your opinionated mind, where the difference between dreams and realities is already known. That actually was for me, for how I was feeling just now. This is crazy. Okay, so let's go back to a part here. Okay, so I started feeling like, oh my God, this is illusion. This is not real. Like sometimes it started to become a drag to me. Sometimes, like to be here, like to know things, to see, the real reality. Sometimes I'm like, what am I doing here? Sometimes I'll be here and I'll be like, what are we doing? What am I doing here? Why did I choose to go through this when there's so much greatness? So sometimes I feel like that. Sometimes I get fed up with the illusion. I get fed up with the matrix all the time. So this card is telling me, let's find that part. The card reminds us not to look outside of what is real, but to look within. Okay? So looking outside of this reality here, we realize this is an illusion, but it says not to look outside, but look within. And I think that's the key for me right now, looking within. Because the one thing that is real, and the one thing that I have learned from ayahuasca, is that we are the source of all creation, and we are one, and this is all an inner journey. You know how they talk about out-of-body experiences? Well, one time when I was on ayahuasca, I had what they call an out-of-body experience, right? Well, this out-of-body experience wasn't out-of-body at all. It was inwards. When I crossed dimensions the time before last, and this is what happened. Everything surrounded me. When it kicked in, melted away. The walls, everything was gone. But I wasn't out, gone nowhere. I was in. I completely went in into I was everything. And so to point that out, and I remember thinking, me and my boyfriend were talking the other day, and I can't remember exactly the conversation, and I was just like, this is delusion. I was getting frustrated. It's not real anyway, blah, blah, blah. And he told me one thing. He said, you know what, Simone, I know, he took the ayahuasca with me. He's like, I know that, I know that this is an illusion, but you have to understand this is our reality, and you do have to take it serious. This is our reality. And that's the truth. This reality is an illusion, but this is also our reality. It is the reality we chose to participate in at this time. And we chose to not remember all the stuff that I go on ayahuasca to remember, but learning how to, I guess, my thing for me, that my message is for myself, is learning how to get a balance. It's okay to know those truths. The plant's there for a reason. It's there for us. It's there for us to learn. And everything about this reality is for us. But also, and I really, it helps me so much, because I was one that has so many questions. I wanted to know the truth. I wanted to know what happens on the other side after you die and all that. And I got my answers. But now I've decided to stay here. I had one of the times when I went over, I clearly was so happy on the other side. I was just like, oh, I wasn't going to come back. I was done. I was like, nope. But I decided to come back because I thought life would be easier knowing the truth. And also, I developed attachments here. I wanted to experience being a mother. I know that was in my plan or contract or whatever. I wanted to be a mom. And so turning my experiences and looking inward, looking at my surrounding world as a manifestation of me, of what I created. And this can happen on so many levels. You know, when you think about energy and you think about being an energy being, see, we look at the physical and we think it stops right here, but it doesn't. We actually have an energetic aura. Well, I'm going to let you know it expands beyond that. For example, and I'm going to say this quick because I'm on my phone. I'm like going over 15 minutes while I'm on the phone. But I'm going to say this quick. Say, for instance, your home. Okay? Your home and your surroundings is a product of the energy that you draw to you. So, say you have a messy house, right? When you have a messy house, that's a manifestation of the energy within you. That, like, I notice when things are messy, my head is cluttered, I'm disorganized, and I'm scatterbrained, right? But that will manifest in things being messy around the house. Okay. Or when I was going through like a really bad time and a toxic around toxic people in a toxic situation, I noticed that it was harder for me to keep stuff clean, but it was harder for me to keep my mind clear. Okay, so you have to understand that you have a direct relationship to everything around you in your environment. You have a direct relationship to your family members, to your children, to your spouse, because they have also are vibrating with your frequency. See, once you match your frequency, it matches up. So you have to understand, if you have attracted toxic people into your life, you have to understand that somewhere in your inner world, you are matching this vibration and you're attracting that. So anyways, I hope this video is good. I think I'm gonna upload it. It started off kind of we're gonna see about that. Let me think. All right, thank you for watching. Peace and love. Namaste.